Barakatah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. What I said was bless the Most High in His Son's name. And basically in today's lesson, I'm going to go through Leviticus, the 23rd chapter and the 5th verse. I was dealing with the Passover. I'm going to go through the breakdown in the Hebrew. And I want to try to see if I could, help you brothers like to learn this. If we spell out all the Hebrew letters in each word, and then show you how to drop certain letters to make the connection. Hopefully that will help you brothers learn the Hebrew a little bit better also. Alright, so we'll start off here in Leviticus 23:5, and it says, in the 14th day of the first month at evening is the Lord's Passover. So this is when we keep the Passover, which is the 14th day at evening, which is really the beginning of the 15th day. Alright, because remember the day starts at evening, like in the book of Genesis, the first chapter, and the evening and the morning were the first day. So what I did here was I put this thing together for you brothers, and I got the idea from Elder Gabar, which thought it was an excellent idea. The way he set up the shows and the Hebrew show, and he broke each word down, and he just put focus on just one word at a time. So right here what we have is Ba Chadash. Now the word Ba Chadash is in month, right? Ba at the beginning of a word, as you see here, is in, and then Chadash is month. Now if you notice, you have 4 letters here, but then when you read it, it's all, you see the different connections. So what I want to do now is I want to go here to this thing here, and I'll use, if you notice here, I have a Ba, a Cha, a Da, and a Sha, which you also have here, Ba, a Cha, a Da, and a Sha. But now when you read underneath it, you have the word Ba Chadash, which is the actual way to pronounce it. Now what I did basically was, I know that the Ba is separate because the Ba at the beginning of the word is in, right? And then the word Chadash is comprised of 3 letters. So what you would do is you would take the Cha, add the Da there, bring the Sha back, and then take this A off at the end of it, and you'll have Ba Chadash. There's the way you build your word there. Alright, so Ba Chadash, as we read over here again, is in month. Alright, now the next word is Ha Ra'ashwan. Now Ha Ra'ashwan, Ha Ra'ashwan is the Ha at the beginning of a word is the, and then Ra'ashwan is first. The Ra'ash is where you get the word head. Alright, but then when you put it together, Ra'ashwan, it means first, or the head, as it says in Genesis, the first chapter, in the headings. Alright, so now here, what I have here is I have all the letters written out that comprise the first. As you see here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, right? Ha, Ra, A, Sha, Wa, and a Na, which is a final Na. Here you got Ha, Ra, A, Sha, Wa, Na. And then here you have the word already built, Ha, Ra, Ash, 1. So what you would do is you would just, that Ha is separated. The Ha means the. And then you have the Ra, bring the A back, and bring the Sha back. Now when we read it, we read Ra'ash. So we know that this is Ra'asha, so we would drop this I at the end here. We'll make it Ra'ash, and then bring the Wa back, and then bring the Na back, and then take the A at the end off. So now instead of having it all separated, you have Ha Ra Ash 1. Ha Ra Ash 1. Alright, so that's what you have here. Ha Ra Ash 1. Ha Ra Ash 1 is the first. The Ha at the beginning is the, and Ra Ash 1 is first. Alright, now this one's a little tricky because it's one word, but it's kind of broken up a little bit. So this is Ba Ara Bai Ha Aishara. Ba Ara Bai Ha Aishara. Now the Ba at the beginning of a word, as we told you, is in, and then the word Arabai Aishara is 14th. Alright, this is the 14th day. So you got the word Arabai is number 4. Then you have the 10, which is Aishara. Now Arabai Aishara is 14, because you basically what you did is you took the 10 and you added the 4 to it. So because you know Arabai is 4 and 10 is Aishara. So if you combine the two together, Arabai Aishara, what you see here, Arabai Aishara, that's 14, the 14th day of the month. Alright, now this one's kind of long, so I'm not going to go to break down every letter, but I'm going to move on, and I'll give you a few more other examples after this, okay? So Ba Arabai Ha Aishara, Ba at the beginning is in, Arabai Aishara is 14th. Alright, now the next word is La Chadash. La Chadash, 2 month, which we showed you before, which is the first word. Is matter of fact, let me just use this one here, and I'll just put a La here. La Chadash, La Chadash, right? So La Chadash, if you want to build it to say La Chadash, what you would do is you would bring the Da back to the Cha, bring the Sha back, and then drop this A. So basically what you did is you took 3 letters and combined them together. So now what do you have here? Chadash. Instead of having Chadasha, now you have Chadash. La Chadash, which is 2 month or the month. Alright? Now the next word here is Bayan. And I was wondering why this word was here. I didn't really understand, because the word Bayan means between. Alright? But then when I read the next word, that's when I really understood why they had that there. And the next word is Ha-I-Rab-Yum. Ha-I-Rab-Yum, the evenings. The Ha at the beginning of the word is the, and I-Rab-Yum is evenings. Because when you read it here, it says, in the 14th day of the month at evening is the Lord's Passover. But then when you go back here, Ha-I-Rab-Yum, or let me go back. Bayan, which is between. Ha-I-Rab-Yum is evenings. And the reason why I said that is because the Passover comes in the 14th day at evening, right? Which is the beginning of the Passover, which is actually the beginning of the 15th day. So at evening, you have 2 evenings, which one is the 14th day of the month, which is the end of the day of the 14th, and the 15th day of the month, which is the beginning of the day of the 15th day, which is at evening. So you got 2 evenings coming together. So you have the 14th day at evening, and then you have the 15th day that's just starting. So at the Passover comes in the 14th day of the month between the 2 evenings. That's why you have there Bayan Ha-I-Rab-Yum, between the evenings. Alright, then it says here Pasach. Now Pasach, as you see here, is the Passover. Alright, now I'm going to write this down for you, because it's 3 letters. You got the Pa, you got the Sa, and you got the Cha, right? But then when you combine them together, let me write them out again. Alright, so you got Pa, Sa, and the Cha, but the word pronounced is the Passover pronounced in the Hebrew is Pesach. Alright, so you bring that back there, the Pa to the Sa, and then you bring the Cha back, and then you drop these 2 A's here. You got the word Pesach. Okay, so Pa, Sa, Cha is Pesach. What you see here, Pesach. Alright, that's the Passover. Then the next word is La Yahweh. La Yahweh. La at the beginning of the word is 2, and then you got the Most High's name. Alright, and that's pretty much it. If when I in the future, when I go over these lessons somewhere, I'll try to incorporate this little method in there, if it helps brothers out. If not, then I'll see if I find if I can find something else. But I have a feeling that this will help brothers kind of understand the construction of each word a little better, because what I'm doing is going through each letter that you see here, writing them all out, and then dropping certain letters out of it to show you how to connect it. And the only way you really know certain words are connected or not is basically if you don't know if you don't know the language, then you would if you knew the word in the English, then okay, this word is connected. So hopefully this little lesson to help brothers out, to read the Hebrew. And like we keep telling you, brothers, the Passover's coming up soon, so it's a good idea to try to get familiar with it now, and then that way when the Passover comes, brothers can read at the Passover, and it's part of our heritage, it's part of our culture. So you want to be able to be a partaker of it. You don't want to sit on the sidelines like a lot of guys did in the past. They sat on the sidelines, they weren't involved. They didn't want to learn the Hebrew because they didn't think it was important, but it's part of our heritage, so it's important. All right, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom, and I hope you brothers learned something, and to the next time, I see you.